Thank you, Dr. DJ DeVore. We will actually get started now with our webinar. Just to let you all know that the Q&A chat is available throughout this webinar. Also, this webinar is being recorded. So we will be able to provide this webinar out to the rest of our registered families and also our community members that are attending this webinar for any further information that you may want to know regarding Golden Charter Academy. We'd like to start off with introductions. First, I am Robert Golden. I am the president and CEO of the Golden Charter Academy. We have members of our GCA development team here online, including Dr. Ed Gonzalez, Mrs. Keisha Thomas, Dr. Bart DeVore, and Dr. Rosanna Ruiz. And recently hired our new 2021 inaugural principal for the Golden Charter Academy, Mrs. Mandy Brewer. Yes, that's worth the knock up, absolutely. We're excited to have Mandy on board with our team. Anytime that you're getting ready to do something great, it takes a team effort. And we have many team members that have been a part of our development team and that are on our current board of directors that have assisted us with developing this state-of-the-art school. And we're excited to continue to add our staff to our team to be able to help advance our mission. So we're excited to have Mandy on board. She definitely understands the mission, the vision, and purpose of what we're looking to do at Golden Charter Academy. And I'm sure you'll all be hearing from her a little bit later. First, I'd like to start off with our mission. Our mission is to inspire powerful young minds. When we talk about inspiring powerful young minds, you know, we think about our children as becoming the next doctors, the next lawyers, the next zoologists, the next biologists, the next president. You know, in order for them to be able to see and achieve these lifelong goals for success for them, their minds have to be inspired. And we definitely look forward to giving our children an education experience that is going to expose them to all the possibilities of great success that our students may have. And Golden Charter Academy is built on 3 pillars, and that is stewardship, equity, and access. Stewardship refers to the deep understanding of the interconnection of all life, from managing and conserving Earth's natural resources, as well as caring for community and place. When we talk about equity, equity is Golden Charter Academy purposeful commitment on focusing on the contributions of all people, especially the historically underrepresented and the underserved communities. And access refers to Golden Charter Academy purposeful commitment to creating pathways to success for all students at the Golden Charter Academy. Those are the 3 pillars that we plan to do to inspire our powerful young minds. And we're definitely looking forward to this upcoming school year to be able to give our children that advanced education that they so desperately need.
Our inner purpose of inspiring and empowering our young minds, we are going to be nurturing your students to be experts in their learning, experts in how they aspire to experience and engage with the natural world and the physical world around us, both as community ambassadors and global citizens. Your students are very, very much right in the middle of an amazing area of California and the world, and to connect them to this place, to connect them to their power. We're excited to be walking alongside you and your student to really see them become those experts and inspired and empowered young minds.
Our vision. Our vision is to provide an unequaled educational experience for children in our city and right here in Fresno. We will be prepared for them to be successful in their future endeavors. Our program uses carefully planned and implemented curriculum that meets and exceeds California academic standards. Highly qualified faculty and staff will model and promote principles of personal, character, and professional integrity. We are excited to be able to bring these values to our students. Family involvement. Parent engagement is a critical component of student achievement. Parent engagement contributes to student success, and teachers who engage with families have better class motivation, behavior, and academic outcomes. Family involvement contributes to a positive learning environment and creates a cohesiveness between our staff and our families. When we go back in time and we think about some of the most important moments in our lives that we are able to grasp and are the most important times that we've ever felt, it's always been with family. So these are the types of engagements we would like for our parents to continue to play a role in, because as a cohesive group, we can make anything happen.
Our location, we will be opening this school year, 2021-2022, at the Our Lady Victory School. That location is 1626 West Princeton Avenue, Fresno, California, 93705. It's in between Shields and West and Clinton and West. For those of you that are familiar with the Fresno area, here we'll be able to educate our students and also implement our curriculum and program that we're looking to have at the Golden Charter Academy. There you saw some pictures of the school, and I'm sure we'll be welcoming our families to tour this location sometime in the near future. We would definitely keep you all updated with that. Our future plans, we're currently creating the ed specs for our state-of-the-art facility that will be directly across the street from the Fresno Chaffee Zoo. That construction is projected to be completed during the 2022-2023 school year. But we will be at the Our Lady Victory School for the first year, possibly two, before moving to our state-of-the-art facility directly across the street from Fresno Chaffee Zoo. That facility is going to be an experience for our children in itself, and we're definitely looking forward to that. And just to know that the students that will get accepted to Golden Charter Academy, those students will be in for a treat, and we can't wait to welcome them to our campus and give them the world-class educational experience that this school will be able to offer.
So GCA is very excited to partner with the Fresno Chaffee Zoo. GCA and the Fresno Chaffee Zoo will work together to create a world-class educational experience for Golden Charter Academy students. In this light, the zoo will serve as an extension of our classrooms, while students learn to be citizens in a worldwide community and stewards of our planet. We are creating classrooms without walls, and one of our partners, the Fresno Chaffee Zoo, is a big deal in doing so.
And incorporating the zoo into our curriculum, what you see here is a potential zoo day rotation for a month-long unit. Keep in mind that this is somewhat flexible because we will be revisiting schedules prior to the beginning of fall and again prior to winter vacation, just to make sure that everything is in sync with staff availability and also programs that they may have created at the zoo in that period of time. So what you see here are in purple, our TK in kindergarten, And in green are first grade, and in orange second grade, and blue represents third grade. And so you can see there's a mix of activities. There is zoo-led activities. There are also teacher-led activities at the zoo. We have zoo activities that will be on our campus, such as the Zoo Mobile. And we'll also incorporate some of the virtual zoo experiences that are currently happening now. So we're trying to collaborate as much as we can. Also in the bolded print, you will see local agency field experiences. This is part of our place-based approach, where we are encouraging our students to really see every opportunity, every visit that we go to as a potential for learning. So these will be, these additional agencies will be in open spaces, viewing our natural resources such as lakes, rivers, and potentially forests, depending on grade level. When thinking about our curriculum and programming, it's important to remember that all grades will be participating in these off-campus experiences, yet they will all have different learning objectives that will be tied to thematic units. All experiences will be connected to standards, both next generation science standards, Common Core science standards, and we will be following an environmental literacy pathway. There are also EPNCs, or environmental principles and concepts, that our state actually has that we will also include. Some of the focus here, though, is small group engagement. So we already have small classroom sizes, but we will also be trying to break those down as much as possible, depending on activities, possibly breaking the groups in half or even smaller, depending on leadership in the various activities that we will be engaging in. So hands-on experiences are very important, and providing the space for individual meaning making. So what we have here, this is an example of a day for a first grader. So we have 3 instruction periods during our day. As you can see, there are a variety of activities. I won't read through each one of them. But what I would like to call out in this particular day, we're looking at this unit of insects and spiders. And you can see where this is kind of threaded through the various activities. We also have an element of culture and history that we like to thread through our curriculum. And then in this particular day, they'll be doing a zoo lab on insects and spiders. So you can see how that ties in with literacy, math, and physical education as well. And so when we look at it from a programmatic standpoint, this is just to kind of break it down. Here you can see at the bottom, these are the various disciplines that are actually connected to our activities. So we are always looking for ways to integrate all of these disciplines into our units to make sure that our students are well-rounded, and it's a very holistic approach.
Dr. Ruiz, I tell you what, just looking at the schedule and the things that we have lined up for our students, I wish I was going to first grade this upcoming year.
You will be. So the place-based educational model of GCA is extremely timely given the COVID-19 pandemic. The grounds of the Fresno Chaffee Zoo offer, again, a classroom without walls, while allowing for social distancing in a learning environment. If conditions require a switch to digital learning, our curriculum has the flexibility of being available in both print and digital formats. Our environmental partners also have the ability to switch to digital learning to continue instruction while maintaining student safety.
Also, because of our understanding of All of our students, we need to bring equity and access to their education. We want you to know that we welcome each and every one of our students, regardless of their special learning needs. And we are very committed to the bottom of our hearts and minds in being to providing educational support for 100% of our students. So students with special needs will be fully included into our educational program and our learning community. And we'll be collaborating closely with students, families, faculty, staff, as well as our county and district special education experts to provide necessary accommodations to meet students' learning goals. We are very, very serious and committed to 100% of our students having access to this really incredible program. So once we get through our lottery and start moving into enrollment, we'll be reaching out to you to make sure that we have all the information necessary to move this forward.
So the lottery for GCA. GCA shall be open to all students at the appropriate grade level who wish to attend, making sure that they meet the minimum and maximum age requirements specified in the law. The only enrollment requirement is that students wishing to attend GCA must follow our school's admission procedures with respect to completing the registration forms. There shall be no admission testing or other evaluation required of any applicant. And we are non-sectarian in all forms of enrollment, actual, perceived, or anything else that applies thereafter: disability, gender, gender expression, gender identity, nationality, race, ethnicity, religion, or sexual orientation. GCA will establish an enrollment window. We have decided that that enrollment window will end on April 19th. Our lottery will take place on April 30th. In agreement with Fresno Unified School District, GCA's public random drawing shall be handled as a single weighted drawing in accordance with the Ed Code. However, there are preferences in the public random drawing. They shall be provided in the following order. Siblings of currently enrolled students shall be considered an exception to the weighted drawing. Children of employees up to 10% of the total enrollment. Students eligible for the free reduced price meal program who reside within the boundaries of Fresno Unified School District. Then students who reside within the boundaries of Fresno Unified School District who do not meet said program requirements. And then finally, all other students who wish to attend GCA. At the conclusion of the random drawing, all students who are not granted admission due to the capacity shall be given the option to put the name on their waiting list according to the draw in the public random drawing. At this point, we would like to move to our open forum where we would like to answer any of the pre-submitted questions from the RSVP form and any of the questions that we've received during the webinar.
Thank you, team. If there's any questions from any of our attendees that will like to ask us of anything that we could answer about our program, please feel free to put it in the chat. And we would be happy to answer any questions that you all may have. As spoke upon throughout the webinar, we're excited about being able to host our families, this upcoming school year. We're believing that we're putting something together that is going to be very special for all of our students, to give them the opportunity to have the educational experience that they would not have had they not went to Golden Charter Academy. So we're definitely looking forward to welcoming our families this upcoming school year.
We do have a question. Where can I buy the GCA face masks?
Nice. We will actually be uploading our web store back on our website within the next few weeks or so. And as soon as it becomes available again, I'll be sure to connect with all of our registered families to let them know that that web store is up and running again. When will be the first day of school this year? The first day of school this year will be August 16th. So it seems like quite a time away, but it's going to be here sooner than we know.
How many students are selected for each grade?
So we are planning on taking 44 kids per grade level. So that will be 44 in kinder, 44 in first, 44 in second, and 44 in third. We will take 22 kids in our TK class, 198 students total.
We had some late attendees. We were asking about what time school starts and finishes each day.
So currently we're still working on the schedule for that, but we could assume that, you know, classes and instructional times will start roughly around 8 o'clock or so. And a school day would typically probably end around 3:10. And panel, if there's anything that you all want to add that we did not touch on throughout this webinar, feel free to chime in on that. If not, we will continue to take questions as they come in.
Will kinder be a full day?
So with Golden Charter Academy, you can expect to know that we will not look like the traditional schools. So our full day for a kinder might be different than what a full day kinder looks like, you know, at your regular school. So we're thinking that our kinder class will probably end around 2:30 or so. With that being said, you know, we will still have an after school program. And, you know, we're still working on the details of schedules, but roughly thinking that, you know, kinder will end about 2:30.
If I have a third grader, will there be a fourth grade or should we switch schools?
If your child is currently in the third grade right now, I'm sorry to say that we will only open up TK through third. So if your child is going to the fourth grade next year, then we will not be able to accommodate your student, but definitely would like to keep you informed with all that we're doing over at Golden Charter Academy, just in case your neighbors or your relatives have, you know, children in those grade levels, and we would still love to welcome them as well too.
How will students be transported between regular campus and the zoo or other off-site facilities?
So our first year being at the Our Lady Victory School, which is less than about 2 miles away from the Fresno Chaffee Zoo, we will contract a service to transport our students to the zoo grounds and bring them back to the Our Lady Victory School. That will take place as long as we are at the Our Lady Victory School. And once we move into our state-of-the-art facility, we will be directly across the street from the zoo for easy access to use the crosswalk and cross the street and be on Fresno Chaffee Zoo grounds.
As a correction to the earlier question regarding fourth grade, the student in question is currently going to enter the third grade this year, and the question was regarding fourth grade the following year.
Oh, yes, awesome. So our third graders will go to fourth grade, and we will continue to develop a grade every year until we become a TK through 8th school. And by the time we become TK through 8th, our plan is to be TK through 12th. So hopefully your student and your child will be able to start their education experience with us and graduate with us as well too. So looking forward to having them.
Will there be an information sheet or a letter that parents can send in with pertinent information for the application requirements that decide student needs?
Dr. DeVore, would you like to take that one?
Sure. Yeah, we'll have our standard application form and registration forms. If this is designed, if you're asking specifically about special education or along those lines, as our principal, Ms. Brewer, said earlier, we're going to work with families individually to look at those individual students on an individual basis and make sure that all of those needs are being met and accounted for.
Are there any plans for any on-premises before and after school care, for example, campus club?
Can you repeat that question?
Are there plans for any on-premises before and after school care, for example, a campus club?
Yes, there is. And we would definitely have an after school program situated for Golden Charter Academy. And also we will have access for being on campus before instructional time start to make sure your student get breakfast and things of that nature that they will need before the instructional time period starts. So yes, you can plan on having both before and after school programs set up at Golden Charter Academy.
Will this webinar be available to view on our website?
That's a great question. Yes, I believe so. We would definitely have it on our website, and we will also be sending this out to any family member that is registered, have a child registered with Golden Charter Academy, and you all will be able to access it there as well too.
What will charges be for zoo admission or yearly fees for GCA students?
So GCA is actually a traditional public school. So we were actually, there's no fee required for Golden Charter Academy. Your student will be able to come for free. And in fact, by your child being signed up to go to Golden Charter Academy, the family receives free zoo membership passes as well too. So they'll
We might have lost Rob there.
There he is. He
I'm
came
back.
back.
All right, there he is.
Cool. Did I answer that? I got kicked off for a minute. Do you guys hear me? I'm good.
You might want to just repeat the last piece of it.
Oh, yes. I was saying that there's no tuition fee for Golden Charter Academy. And in fact, by having your child registered with Golden Charter Academy, and if your child is accepted, the family gets a free zoo membership pass. So those are the perks of being a Golden Charter Academy student. And we're looking forward to having your child on our campus.
Outside of the zoo-based learning, what is going to set Golden Charter Academy apart from other local charter and public schools?
Absolutely. Golden Charter Academy is offering a world-class educational opportunity. With our place-based education, we're actually able to take class from being confined within a 960 square foot classroom to actually being able to do class, you know, in any settings and anywhere in any place. So that makes the lifelong learning attributes that we're looking to have at Golden Charter Academy for all of our students. And then you tack on the environmental education by giving our children that advanced education in that area is going to make for our world, our community, a better place. And ultimately, my goal when I decided to start Golden Charter Academy was to give children experience and exposure that they would not have had they not gone to Golden Charter Academy. And we are looking to give our children real world learning experiences that they will be able to apply not only to their academic lives, but to their personal lives as well, to set them up for future success. So I believe that our program offers a lot more than any other school. In fact, Golden Charter Academy is the first TK through 8th environmental zoo school in the nation. So there's no other school like ours around the nation. What we're doing has not been duplicated because we're the innovators of it. And we're looking forward to giving our community this world-class educational opportunity.
Where are you at in regards to the selection of students being admitted? Is it still a raffle?
Yes, it's a lottery actually, and I know we have some attendees come a little bit late, but our lottery will take place on April 30th. And as we said, we will be selecting 44 students per grade level. Except for TK, we will select 22 students for TK and 44 from K through third each. So that will take place on April 30th. And we will also be sending out a Zoom link for you all to attend that before April 30th, our lottery date selected.
For students with allergies, will there be optional lunch provided?
Absolutely. Anytime it comes to our kids and their safety and their allergies, we're always willing to take that extra jump and make sure that they're safe. So any food allergies, gluten allergies, we will make sure that they are taken care of.
It's really important that your enrollment paperwork is really complete so we can get as far ahead of those issues as possible. So just yes, we will definitely take all safety issues in stride.
Thank you.
What kind of sports will be available for students starting as young as 4 years old?
I love sports. I believe that sports could teach our children so much as far as being dedicated and responsibilities. But for our first years, you know, we would have after school programs where we could definitely engage our students to be active in different types of sports. But as far as having a sports team, we will not offer that in the first year or two. However, as I've mentioned, you know, we would like to give our children exposure to different career paths, different opportunities for our children to engage in that they usually don't, you know, like to take place in or usually haven't been exposed in those areas. So we're looking to provide a variety of different activities for children to participate in starting as early as 4 years old.
What is the teacher or adult to student ratio when off campus?
When off campus, so there will be a teacher, we will have a paraeducator and also a mentor on those travel dates. And then also when we look at our website and what Golden Charter Academy stand for, we believe that parent involvement is, you know, definitely going to be key for our success. So we'll definitely look forward to some of our families, you know, volunteering when we have zoo days and local agency days. But Golden Charter Academy will have a well thought out plan when taking our children off campus to ensure their safety during school and while being on other local agency campuses as well too.
Are uniforms required?
They're highly recommended. We believe that excellence is what we're aiming for at Golden Charter Academy, and we would definitely highly recommend uniforms. I can't say that it's mandatory, but we highly recommend them.
How can we update our applications?
I can take that one.
Okay.
After the lottery, you'll be getting lots more paperwork and some contact, and you'll have the opportunity to give us in-depth information regarding your students, everything from allergies to academic plans, any IEPs, 504s, update contact information, emergency contacts. So there's lots of that information that we'll collect after the lottery.
Thank you.
How can we verify our enrollment registrations submitted online have been received and taken into the lottery?
So upon registering your student, you should have received a confirmation email saying that we received your registration. If you did not receive that, please feel free to reach out to our admin team at info@goldencharteracademy.org. And if there's any questions about your registration there, you'll be able to update us with that information on there, or we could possibly just have you resubmit another application online if you did not receive that confirmation email.
How many students per teacher in each grade?
So there will be 22 kids per class. And as I mentioned before, we will have a teacher, a paraeducator, and possibly a mentor in each classroom. So there will be 3 adults to about a 22 kid ratio at Golden Charter Academy. And as I mentioned before, you know, this is the first TK through 8th environmental zoo school in the nation. You know, with the Fresno Chaffee Zoo being our partner, that gives our children to have the opportunity to have the classroom without walls, and also give them the opportunity to have that hands-on learning experience. We believe that, you know, kids nowadays would like to touch, see, and feel, you know, their learning opportunities. And we're planning on giving them those opportunities at GCA, not only on zoo grounds, but also being in the local agencies, whether that's the San Joaquin River, the Parkway, giving children exposure to all that the Central Valley has to offer is something that we're excited about, to be able to take our classrooms outdoors and give our children an advanced education.
Is there a school-wide guideline or philosophy on homework, or is that up to individual teachers?
I'll let our principal answer that.
We know that learning for primary grades is always happening. So we definitely will be engaging home with some hopefully really interesting pieces of literature and informational texts and discussion topics. We also know that they are little humans and they need to rest and all of that. So we will balance all of those very carefully. And you'll be in close contact with your child's teachers to really, you know, bring up if like, hey, maybe I want more, or maybe my child wants more, maybe my child needs a little bit of a break. So we'll be working really closely with you. But we hope they're so excited when they leave us that they just come and talk your ear off, and that the learning really never stops.
Will students that are selected for this school year have priority for the following school year, or will we have to go through the lottery options again?
No, once your child is in, they're in. And as I've mentioned, you know, we will have a TK through 8th program and develop a grade every year. And hopefully by the time your child is in 8th grade, we will have a 9th grade. So we look forward to welcoming our students once they are entered into our enrollment, and having them all the way until they're done with high school. Nice. If there's any more questions, we're here to answer any more that you all may have for approximately the next 15 minutes or so. If not, then feel free to always email us at info@goldencharteracademy.org, and someone from our admin team will get back to you fairly quickly.
I would also like to note that if you have any questions for any particular presenters today, now would be a fantastic time to ask them.
Technology keeps kicking me off and kicking me back on. Do we have any more questions?
What are some educational advances you are hoping to see in the Valley with GCA?
Dr. Ruiz, let you answer that question.
Okay, sorry about I was on mute. Actually, one of the biggest things we would like to see happen is an increase in environmental literacy. That is one of our primary pathways. And hopefully by introducing our students to a variety of environmental experiences, that will also broaden into the community. And hopefully we'll see changes in the way that we are interacting with our environment, and kind of the sustainability of what's happening, not just here locally, but especially as our children grow and we are able to reach out in a more global way, we can see impacts that way. it's kind of hard to actually determine what that might look like. We envision some big things, but we're looking really at the ripple effect.
Absolutely. Dr. DeVore, is there anything else that you would like to add to what this program is going to be able to offer, not only our students, but our community?
Yeah, Rob, thanks. You know, this is the beginning of something that we feel is going to be just a big change for our communities. And so, you know, GCA is proud. We're happy to lead that charge, and there's no better place to start than with our children. And so you'll see a very dedicated shift on behalf of GCA in that we are pushing literacy and math in young people, and we are raising the bar of excellence for them, because we feel that through experience-based education and through experiences alone, we can offer them access to a giant world out there. And I will tell you firsthand, as your former educator and your former instructor, Rob, it's always nice to see our students come back home and do powerful things for our community. So you're a living example of that. And I think that we have an ability to build, to grow a lot more of our own within our community and do much greater work on a bigger scale. So this is just the tip of the sword, or the spear, if you will, but this is what we feel is community change work as well.
Absolutely.
I'd like to say thank you to Ms. Jones. She said she's so excited to see this program come. You cannot be any more excited than we are. We are just literally jumping out of our skin with joy just to actually see this come into fruition. We have been working very hard. Robert has worked intensely to make this happen. So just with that being said, it's just going to be amazing. I just can't wait for you to come and join us and sit on campus and watch our faces and see how we work together, because we are truly a team, a family team that works together and works hard to try to make these things available for our babies. Secondly, someone asked, did we eventually want to start, want us to be a high school, and will there be college prep classes and college credits? Anytime we do something, we do it all the way. We don't halfway do anything. So we could by no means not only have our kids engaged in college prep courses, but we also want to make sure they have mentors that they can follow and shadow. So we want those mentors to be doctors and lawyers and scientists. And Robert said we're going to have a girl flying a rocket ship. You know, we just have all these amazing ideas about what our babies are going to do once they leave us. You have no idea. As a matter of fact, we want to start the high school because we don't want them to leave us. We want them to stay right here with us so we can finish nurturing and bringing them into a capacity that is good for our community, is good for this world. Because if we look around, everything needs nurturing right now. And that's what we're trying to do, teach our kids to be humanistic and sympathetic and empathetic individuals.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. How about for our principal? Would you like to, tell us a little bit about what's your thoughts, for this upcoming school year, and, how you plan on running your campus?
Well, I think to kind of bring it all together, these students are little power brokers, and we're going to give them tools and language, and I think a lot of structure to really critically think about the world that they're living in. And I'm very excited about the team of teachers that are coming on board. I think you're going to find that we care about the earth and we care about each other a lot. And we're going to give everybody in our GCA world ways to interact healthily with those different sort of pieces of our world. And I do think our students will make the change. I keep, hearing in the news how many, how much youth, even in this Derek Chauvin trial around George Floyd, it was youth that broke that video. And I start thinking about I've had over 10 years working with environmental education in urban schools. And I watched my students empowered with environmental literacy and environmental advocacy really stop. I remember one big project where our group of seniors stopped oil drilling in Santa Monica Bay. And that was youth voice, that was youth led, that was a youth push. And I think that what you'll find is when your students come home from GCA every day, they're going to come home really sort of like fired up to make good and change happen now. And I think they're going to try to rope you into some things. So just be ready.
Well, just so you all know, I'm really trying to talk Rob and the team into having Saturday schools, because they're not going to want to come home. I'm just saying the kids will not want to come home once they come to GCA.
That's what the zoo's for.
Absolutely. As you all can hear in the excitement in our principal and our team voice, we're excited about this upcoming school year. We also have a few team members that are not on this panel, but they have contributed a lot to what Golden Charter Academy stands for. And in their absence, you know, we just wanted to make sure that we presented Golden Charter Academy in the right way, and just let you all know that this educational opportunity that is coming to the city of Fresno is going to be special. And currently we are interviewing our teachers, and I can tell you now, we're getting the cream of the crop when it comes to the teachers that will be educating your students at Golden Charter Academy. So we're definitely looking forward to having them on campus and giving them the best education that they can receive here in our valley.
Okay, so are there any more questions, Summer? I think that ends our chat.
There have been no new questions at this time.
Okay, well, with that being said, I think we thank you all. It's been so amazing, and we just can't wait to show you how we really feel. Robert?
Yes, absolutely. And I second that. You know, we definitely appreciate all of the families that attended. And as I mentioned, we will be sending this video out to all of our registered families. But as you can see on the screen now, if you have any further questions or think of any questions later on, feel free to shoot us an email at info@goldencharteracademy.org, and someone from our admin team will be in touch. But we'll be sending out information regarding the lottery coming up on April 30th. And also we'll keep you updated all with our latest news that's going on with GCA. Feel free to browse our website at www.goldencharteracademy.org. You can find a lot of information. Also, follow us on our social media platforms. There we will be updating a lot of our families on what's going on at GCA. You can follow us on Instagram at Golden Charter Academy. Look us up on Facebook at Golden Charter Academy, or follow us on Twitter at charter_golden. And with that being said, I would like to conclude our webinar and thank you all for attending.